Greetings, beautiful beings. So happy to be here with you live. I am Dashama, and I'm going to be doing a ceremony meditation, guided meditation with the sound healing, with the singing bowls, as well as guided meditation to open your heart and attract magnetic love and abundance, is what the theme of this meditation is all about. And just so you understand, you always have love and abundance streaming in through you and to you at all times. But I just want to make sure that on this beautiful, beautiful new moon, we're anchoring in that vibration even more. So let's get started. Now, you don't need to do anything specifically to prepare, but if you'd like to, find a comfortable position and you want to be somewhere preferably quiet that you can relax. And you can sit up or lay down. We're going to be doing a beautiful guided meditation. I call this Magnetic Love and Abundance meditation. We'll be using the singing bowls today and a little bit of breath work as well. And on the new moon, it's always a good idea to meditate, set your intention. So you also, if you have a journal, you can write down your goals and aspirations and your dreams that you're calling into your life, and we will be magnetizing together to this beautiful, beautiful force field that we have in the new moon energy. So every month we have a powerful opportunity to open up to a greater possibility for life. And that's what meditation allows us to do, is to open up to a greater portal of manifesting. And so we're going to do that together here right now. Leave a comment, let me know where you're coming from so I can get an idea of who's here with us today. I'm just going to start with a little singing bowl to set the energy, to set the intention. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale. Leave a comment, let me know where you're from so we can have an idea of who's here with us today. And if you have any new moon intentions or goals or dreams that you're manifesting, share those in the comments as well. We love to hold you accountable and amplify your energy with the group. Group meditation is known to be more powerful than when we meditate alone because we combine our energy, and together, collectively, we are far more powerful than we are individually. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, releasing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Clearing the space. If you have at your house any sage, it's a nice thing to do. We're going to do this for the beginning of this ceremony to sage the space. So you can sage your space, which really means clearing the energy. And sage is such a powerful, beautiful, beautiful thing that is available to us. You can buy this at any store, right? And what it does is it just clears the space. So this is an ancient tradition of the Native American traditions. But this is what it looks like. This one's already been burnt. You have a layer here. We're going to We're gonna light the sage. And then just kind of like wafting it around. Take a deep breath. And just imagine that any energy from any stress that you've been dealing with in your life, it's just kind of melting away now. It's being dissolved and clearing the space for only the good, only the positive vibrations to flow. And that's what we do. I like to do this before bed. You can do this before you have to do some work. You can do this at any time. It's always, always a good idea. And just like clearing your space, taking a nice deep breath. And I'm clearing the internet space, the ethers here, so that we can all be in the same vibration collectively. Clear, open, receptive mode is what I like to call it. Receptive mode. Leave a comment. Let me know where you're coming from today. Let me know if you have any specific intentions that you're manifesting, so that we can hold those in our prayers as well. Manifest with you, help you to manifest your dreams. And I really want to encourage, on the new moon, it's such a powerful time to, really align with your highest self and creating a portal for you to call in whatever it is that you want in your life. So calling that in through meditation is a really powerful tool that we all have, and we can do that at any time. And then the singing bowl, it amplifies. So the vibration of the singing bowl is a high vibration. This specific singing bowl is the crown chakra. Crown chakra. So open up your crown chakra to the higher realms of manifestation, calling in divine light, calling in the highest frequency to support you in the next iteration of your life, right? Nice deep breath. Now just take a moment and think to yourself, what is it? Is there any one thing that if you could just, let's say, shift into another timeline of existence, what would be that one thing that you would like to experience in this lifetime? Because we can think of life like a theater. We're all here and we get to kind of create what we want. And so what would be something that might add to the joy of your life experience in this current theatrical rendition, we could say, right? So it doesn't mean that your current life isn't wonderful. And in fact, I would actually say the most important part is that being grateful for what you already have can open the portal for more miracles, or like a better experience to flow into your life. And that's one of the main keys to manifesting, is literally being grateful for what you already have. Because a lot of times, we're in this energy which is like, oh, I want this other thing, I want this other experience, I want more abundance or love or a new career or whatever, opportunities, friends, experiences, whatever it is that you would like to have in your life that perhaps you're currently not experiencing. The interesting thing is, the more that you really are grateful for what you already have. So it's like the key element. Literally, being grateful for what you already have is the key to calling in more, because the vibration of gratitude is a signal to the universe that you are fulfilled and content. And when you're fulfilled and content, then that's like a signal that says, I'm ready to expand because I'm already fulfilled, right? And at the same time, even if you don't have anything great happen to you, you're going to be great either way. And so it's one of those great experience, like places to be in your energy that tells the universe, I am great either way, no matter what, and at the same time, it would be nice, and I am ready for this next experience in this theater of life, right? So let's just say the next thing that you're calling in is a new home or a relationship. We'll use the example of the relationship because I called this ceremony the magnetic love meditation. So the reason that I called it that is because I feel that the more that we focus on the energy of the heart center, so the heart, according to Heart Math Institute, is 5,000 times more powerful than the mind. And so often we focus on our mind and we try to think our way into a new reality, right? So it's like we kind of visualize, which is really good. Visualizing, like seeing the reality that you want to experience is very powerful. And at the same time, if we can move outside of the mind, which is this very limited construct we call the intellect, move outside of the intellect, we actually have 5,000 times more power available to us in the realm beyond the intellect, beyond the thinking mind. So what is beyond the thinking mind? I call this no mind, or the mind of God is another way of thinking about it. The mind of God is such an incredible and powerful field to tap into. So we call it a field because it's so vast. It's like an ocean of consciousness that's available to us. And it's available to everybody and it's available all the time. But so often we cut ourselves off from experiencing that which is the mind of God because we are trapped in our limited thinking mind, which is the intellect. We try to rationalize our way into the next level of our experience. And instead, the key is to allow your consciousness to expand into a greater possibility, and that can only happen outside of the thinking mind, right? So it sounds counterintuitive. It's like, oh, but what about, meditation? So the reason that in meditation we so often focus on the breath and letting go of thoughts, it's not because thoughts themselves are hindering us. It's just that they're limiting us. And so imagine this. Imagine your greatest thought that you could ever have, whatever it may be. Perhaps, let's just imagine, you are living the life of your dreams, you have all the money in the world, you have the greatest love of your life, you have the greatest career and dharma, and you're living every day in pure bliss. Like, let's just say that's your greatest possibility you can imagine. But then beyond the thinking mind, there might even be something greater available, and there is always something greater available than what you can currently even imagine. And the interesting thing about that is that if we stay stuck in our intellect, which is the thinking mind, we limit ourselves from experiencing the absolute greatest experiences because we're so fixated on the finite details of what it is that we think we want or need. And so if we just allow and trust that the universe has something even greater than our wildest dreams, and I really believe that, and I believe that for you, and I believe that for me, I believe that for everybody in the world. But as long as we're stuck in the limited thinking of the exact details of what it needs to be, then we're kind of like pinching it off or like cutting it off a little bit. So the key here is to just trust. And I think that's the operative word, is trusting that there is something far greater than you could even imagine. And so when we do this meditation, I encourage you to allow for that possibility that there is something even far greater than what you could have ever imagined available and ready for you. That's the other thing, ready for you. So there's a saying that says, anything that you could dream, like your dreams are dreaming you. So what does that really mean? Your dreams are dreaming you. It means that if you even have the seed of desire, the seed of interest in something, that it's for you. It's available in the ethers, in the big picture of the experience. And the way that we can tap into that is letting go. So letting go, it sounds like so simple, like, yeah, letting go. But the letting go is a process of trust. So the trust element is that you know that it's for you. You know that it's coming. You already, like in an alternate reality, you've already experienced it, whatever it is. So you already know it, it's coming. You definitely trust that it's coming. You believe that you deserve it. That's the other part. You have to believe that you deserve it, right? So we have to believe that we deserve everything in life. Like, why would we not deserve the best, right? So when we're children, a lot of times children grow up with dysfunctional families. I know I did. And different things. So that kind of ingrains and programs the subconscious mind that maybe we're unworthy of love or abundance or whatever it is that we want when we feel like unworthy from like childhood traumas and wounds that we have experienced. So there's a healing process, and that's actually what I do at my school at Flow State Institute, and we have our new app. So go download the app. It's at theflowstate.app. Hey, I got some comments over here. Let's see. Baby mama, you guys are so funny. You look way younger than your age. Hey, thank you. I came from the Fresh and Fit podcast. Nice to meet you. Love from India. You guys are so great. Your perspective on Fresh and Fit was awesome. Thanks for spreading positive energy. Just wanted to say that. Oh, well, thank you so much, Johnny. Thank you, all you beautiful people, for your comments. And if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to leave a comment. Yeah, I was on this podcast called Fresh and Fit, and if you didn't watch it, go check it out. I think it has like 300,000 views in like 2 days, and it was really funny. It's like a dating conversation that we were having, and these two guys, they had like 5 girls on there, and I was one of them. And we were talking about different things, and I actually really appreciated some of their perspective. I mean, I really love to hear the male perspective when it comes to relationships, dating, love, all those things. But there was 3 other girls that ended up getting kicked off the podcast. It was quite interesting. So anyway, if you want to hear my perspective on all those things, you can check it out in the Fresh and Fit podcast. Yeah, I also came from Fresh and Fit. Greetings from Norway. Oh, so nice to meet you, Kensa. Well, beautiful. So today I'm doing this meditation because on the new moon, in case you didn't know, on the new moon, it's a very powerful time to meditate. And when we talk about meditation, there's many ways you can do that. So I like to do it with a singing bowl. This is like a sound frequency. So frequency is so powerful. It has the ability to expand your energy field. So if you can expand your heart, for example, you can expand yourself into a field of greater love. And if you can expand into a field of greater love, then you can attract greater love. So a lot of times we have all these conversations about relationships, and what I've known about relationships is that pretty much a lot of relationships are very much just karmic relationships, which means that you're working out your issues with each other, right? Like this person feels abandoned, this person feels unloved, this person, you're not calling, this, that, yeah. It's like this constant story of, karma, which we call karma, which is like actions and consequences and reactions and responses. And the more that you've been in relationships, you start to realize, okay, so I've been through all of those karmic episodes, right? I've learned about my mother wound. I've learned about my daddy issues, whatever. And then from there, you heal those things, which is what we do at the Flow State Institute. You can go check out our new app. It's at theflowstate.app. Anyway, and basically, like, just clearing and healing yourself is going to allow you to attract better partners, right? So as you start to get more and more conscious, and that's what I was talking about on Fresh and Fit podcast about conscious relationships. Conscious relationships have to do with that even if something comes up for you, that you're aware that it's not about the other person, it's actually about you. That everything's always actually like about you. Like it sounds like selfish, but it's not. It's like instead of projecting that the other person is wrong or that they're hurting you, you could actually look at it that they are a mirror for something that needs to be healed from within. Let's see. Giga, I think the sound bowl has expand my feeling amplitude, if that makes sense. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit more of this too. We're going to do more of the sound healing. Um, but anyway, leave a comment if you guys understand what I'm talking about. Because basically, when you're in a relationships and you have these experiences that whatever it is that brings up conflict, instead of feeling like the other person is wrong, we have the opportunity to look at ourselves more deeply. And that's what a conscious relationship is all about. It's that the other person is a mirror, and that we have an opportunity to look at our inner child wounds, our unhealed aspects of our heart, of our consciousness, of the way that we relate to other people. And through the relationship, we can heal those things and we can evolve and we can grow. And that's how relationships get deeper and become more powerful and more meaningful and more loving, is that you work through those issues instead of giving up and walking away and just being like, that person is now sometimes the other person is abusive or something. If that's the case, you got to leave. But in general, it's usually they're just triggering a wound inside. So the other day on the Fresh and Fit podcast, for example, we had several girls on there that had a lot of, unhealed wounds that were coming up, in whatever different ways, whether it was like the one girl, she really felt like she should be able to, put sort of like mostly naked pictures on online, and that would attract a great partner. And then the guy was like, no, that's not going to attract a great partner, and she was really refusing to hear that. So anyway, it was very interesting to hear these conversations, because these are the things that people are talking about all over the place, and in the end of the day, we have an opportunity to evolve, to grow, and that's what we're here for. In our lives, our purpose of life is to grow and evolve. And as long as we're growing and evolving, then we're in a good place. We can attract the loves of our life. And we can be the love that we wish to attract. And we can be the love that we wish to see in the world. Let's see, you're definitely right as usual. All karmic relationships just help us remember that we're whole and complete beings, and we can attract the most optimal relationship. Oh, yeah, Matado 100. That's so smart. I love how you said that. That's very true. Okay, so let's take a few moments. We're just gonna do 30 minutes today. We're not gonna do too long. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Just open your heart with every breath. See if you can feel your heart expanding in every direction. Your heart is like an instrument, and you have the ability to expand your capacity to love, expanding into a higher realm of possibility for love and for conscious relationship, and calling in a divine union, a conscious partner that can meet you where you are and love you as you both grow and evolve and awaken and deepen into love and deepen into your own evolution. Nice deep breath. And now as your heart feels open, see if you can just place your hands at your heart and see if you can feel, or you can place your hands on your heart. That's another good way to do it. See if you can feel the vibration inside of your heart. It's a frequency the frequency of love that pulsates throughout you. And your greatest gift is your heart, is your love, is your energy. And so, contrary to popular belief, people believe your greatest gift is your money or your looks or maybe even your mind. Your greatest gift is your love, is your heart and your energy. So, choose to be the loving, beautiful energy that you wish to attract and allow the miracles to unfold for you. And this works just the same as with abundance too. I talked about how this can work for love and abundance because they're just a frequency. It's just an energy. So if you want to attract abundance, feel the abundance of energy inside of yourself. So like let's say, for example, you're like, yeah, I want to attract abundance. Well, if you think about wanting to attract abundance, that means you don't have abundance. But if you think about how grateful you are for all of the abundance in your life, because I guarantee there's abundance in your life, even if it's just abundance of breath to breathe, air to breathe, you have water to drink. Hi, Constance. Hi, Chanel. Good to see you all. Just focusing on the energy of abundance and the gratitude for the beautiful abundance that you have in your life is the formula for attracting more abundance into your life. So that's kind of like the key formula there. And same thing with love. So you want to attract more love, give more love, be loving, be a loving person, and see how love comes back to you. You want to attract more support in your life, be a supportive person, and see how that comes back to you. So there's just like everything that you give, you're going to be receiving in the universe. And it might always not be from the same source, but it will come back to you in some form from some source. So just put it out there with zero expectations of receiving and recognize that the universe is always in this dynamic exchange. As you give, so shall you receive. And as you are, so shall you attract. So the law of attraction is just that. Whatever you put out vibrationally, you will get back to you. So put out love, put out abundance, put out gratitude more than anything for the love and abundance that you have in your life, and then just allow whatever it is meant to be to flow to you. And you can really see that in life. And when you look around, you're like, wow, actually look at your past and look at all the beautiful things that you've attracted. And you could also say, look at the difficult things, right? Like we attract on both sides, challenges and blessings. So you want to attract more blessings, be a bigger blessing for the world. You want to attract more abundance, give. Be a generous person. Be grateful for the small things and just watch how that creates an energy of dynamic exchange, an energy of what I call flow. The flow state is not just a consciousness, which that's basically the basis of it, but it's also an energy. So as you give, so shall you receive. So there's this dynamic exchange of energy happening all the time in the universe, and we have the opportunity to be like an active, conscious participant in this dynamic exchange instead of it just happening like kind of by default. Instead of being by default, we can be a participant and we say, okay, well, I recognize the more I give, the more I receive. All right, I'm going to become an even more generous person. I'm going to give even more. Oh, I recognize the more love that I share, the more love that I get back. I'm going to be a more loving, generous, kind, compassionate, forgiving person. So think about all the people in your life that have wronged you, that hurt you, whatever, and forgive them. And say, I'm going to be the bigger person here. I forgive you. I love you. Thank you so much for all that you taught me. And I wish you only the best. And send them love. And so as you release any cords, any blocks that are blocking the flow, the cords that we have from past relationships that went sour, right? Instead of feeling contempt or resentment, anger, or any kind of negative feelings, we can replace those feelings with love and compassion and forgiveness and send them blessings, recognizing that everybody's always doing the best that they can at every moment. And so whatever happened in the past is in the past, and we'll let that stay in the past. And so for now, we just welcome in the new, and the blessings are here for you whenever you're ready to open your heart to receive that. So we'll do one final little singing bowl. And for this last one, take a deep breath. And just really feel that energy of abundance, that energy of flow, that dynamic exchange with the universe and all the blessings, abundance, love, miracles, everything that you want in your life. Just send it out to someone else, perhaps, that you just sending them the love, sending love to people in Sudan and Syria and places around the world where they're in war, sending love to those who need it, and feel that energy of compassion in your heart, sending abundance out to all beings so they may have food, water, shelter, all that they need to thrive and prosper. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Such a blessing to be here. I don't do live on Facebook or on YouTube that much, so leave a comment if you'd like me to go live on here more often. And also, be sure to download my new app. You can join for free at this point, and it's www.theflowstate.app, and you can check it out. Hello, my friend. Good to see you from Brazil. Oh, wow, nice. Yeah, so check out my new app and be sure to leave a 5-star review if you can. It's brand new. We just launched it yesterday and I'm so proud of it. It's something that I've been working on for a year, more than a year, for a long time. We've been putting this together. It has hundreds of videos and meditations and practices that you can do to clear your energy, to expand your vibration, or raise your vibration, expand your energy field, so you can be a huge vessel of love and beauty and good energy in the world. And Matado, this was super refreshing. Thank you, Dashama. Oh, you're welcome. So happy to have you here. Todd, please do these more often if you are able. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you for the feedback. Love it. Thank you, Goddess. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are so sweet. Yeah, I'll try to do more live, YouTube live, but I was thinking about doing it more often. Like maybe I could do just like a few minutes, like doesn't always have to be 30 minutes because maybe that's a long. Although Fresh and Fit did like 3 hours, like their lives are so long. So I was like, maybe I should do that. Actually, I was thinking about having a panel of women because I have lots of girlfriends, and I was like, maybe we should do something like that. So anyway, we'll see. Maybe I'll do more lives. But meanwhile, check me out. You can come see me on Instagram and also in the Flow State app and practice with me, spread the word. I love you all. Really appreciate your energy and to be here with you today. Sending you so much love for the new moon, and plant those seeds of intention and let them blossom and grow into beautiful flowering fruit trees in your garden of your heart, and just trust that the universe truly does want you to have all of your dreams. So whatever it is that you want, it's just got to get out of your own way. And how do we get in our own way is really by the energy of needing or wanting and feeling that we don't deserve or that we're not worthy. That's what blocks all the good energy, all the blessings from flowing. So it's just like allowing, trusting, and opening yourself to receive, and showing up as the greatest version of yourself, which is really the key, right? So show up every day with integrity, truthfulness, love, and compassion, and be kind to people, and stay out of the ego, which is another part, like the ego sabotages more things than we could ever imagine. The ego is not on our side, right? So usually if there's a conflict, it's because the ego was like, I'm right, and then it was like, I'm right. So instead, let's stop trying to combat people and instead try to see from their perspective and just trust and just allow life to unfold in a beautiful, miraculous way. Okay, so much love, beautiful friends. Have a blessed evening, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Namaste.